What's up, everybody? So, I learned a lesson today, maybe a few, but it's stuff God's been trying to show me. I don't know, blind, couldn't see it, refused to see it, thought I knew everything kind of thing. I don't know, but there are levels to your relationship with Christ. There are levels to your walk with Christ. So our walk with Christ consists of being a better person, changing and growing into his likeness daily. So daily, carrying your cross, I feel like, I'm not quite for sure, and I could be wrong, and I will ask God to show me and the Holy Spirit to guide me, but I feel like picking up and carrying your cross is like changing your attitude and the way you think or perceive stuff. So, like complaining. So, I complained a lot about the last job I was at, so I lost it. I got fired. God took me out there. I was door dashing. I started complaining because I was only getting $2 orders, So, DoorDash slowed down and I wasn't making no money. I had to learn to be thankful, but I always knew I didn't have a grateful heart, that my heart wasn't right, So I prayed that God changed that, and I feel like it happened overnight. I know it didn't, because I know he's been doing things since I started praying for this, probably 10, 15 years ago. Since then, every day, to change my heart and my mind to think differently than the way I think, or the way I used to think. I was like worst case scenario type kind of girl. Always thought the worst, or the worst of people, or, you see somebody walking down a road at night and they're hovering over a house, standing in front of a house, like they're going to rob that house. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of the way my mind would think. So now I just look at it differently now. So if I see something like that, oh, he's probably cold or hungry or needs a place to stay, instead of thinking the worst thing that could happen, I had to switch my mind to think the best thing that could happen. And that's not easy. I remember going to church and them saying you take off the old and put on the new. And I remember sitting in the pews crying, pissed. What the fuck are these people talking about? That's just not easy to do. You can't just take off. And what do they mean, take off the old and put on the new? Nobody had answers. Nobody explained anything. Nobody. Even when I would ask questions, like to the pastor or whatever, they wouldn't respond. But not because they didn't want to, or because they didn't know, but God tells us in the Bible that the Holy Spirit will show you all things and teach you things that are unknown. So as you read the Bible, ask God to show you what's for you. Let the Holy Spirit teach you, not people. Because what is in the Word is not going to be the same for you as it is for someone else. Because we're not all going through the same thing at the same time. We're all doing something different. We're all different inside. So we all need something different from him. But what's amazing is he is so willing to be whatever you need him to be, so that you can get to know him, so that you can see him, so that you can hear him out here in this world. And I'm just blessed that I get to know him. I'm blessed that he chose me. I'm blessed that he sees me as righteous, because he's been answering my prayers. He's answering my prayers, and he only answers the prayers of the righteous. And I am the least of the least. Like, free whore, dopehead, bad mom, bad friend, bad kid, bad sibling. I was evil, at heart. Would cut you with my tongue and not give two shits, that kind of bitch, you feel me? But God is just completely changed around. I have issues with my neighbor, and she can be so hot-tempered, and I understand because that's how I used to be, but now that I'm not that way, seeing it in someone else, it's kind of like, dang, I look like that? That's how I act? That's how I behave? But I have to sit there and treat her differently than the way people treated me when I was going through that. Right now, I'm just not talking to her because I don't know how to deal with her. So until God teaches me how, I'm going to stay away from people like that. Yeah. But it's great. I love that he will pull you aside and gently show you. Like tonight I DoorDashed, and I was thankful for the $2 and $3 orders, and I was thankful for the frustrations that came because I didn't get mad. I didn't cuss. I didn't yell. I didn't cuss God out or yell at him. It was a good night. So just, it's all in your head, really. Battle of the mind. You are your worst enemy. Have a good night.